Alright. I think my recording software is having some problems. It seems to be working now. Good. We're back on Yukon. Really like this map. Big rock in the middle. 2 points one side, 3 points on the other side. And, okay. Looks like the OSP team really wants those points. This has got to be a shuttle spam. Or it's several fleets. It looks like at least 2 fleets in here. Some heading towards the, Bravo Delta side of the map. We're seeing My Hands Your Bones once again. And showing up in a lot of videos. Team 1 ANS, Team 2 OSP. Captain Chaos. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Only one ship? Yeah, that doesn't have... Okay, this is like scout ship, which we've seen before. So that's probably going to Cat B and then whoop right on out of there. Let's get to it. So we're dropping down with the USP team. Nice paint scheme. And big guns. Mark 66s, 450s. Do not suck. Okay, looks like, yeah, here's our resident ANS player playing for the OSP team. These are just shitty Axfords. Shitty line Axfords is what those are. Is it? Okay, no. I thought this was mostly container missiles. Why would you not just bring a container ship patrol? Interesting build. Couple rocket launchers. Man, really light on the PD. Good luck, buddy. You're gonna need it. At least one of these players is a missile spammer. We'll see all T-30s. Okay. More T-30s. This thing is gonna... If these frigates run into this fleet, they're dead. Just instantly. Did I feel like I missed one. Okay, no. I looked at this guy. Plasma and T-30s. Oh, no. If Sulcus and Ocean stick together, which it looks like they want to, these guys might be in a team. These could just chew through everything, because the T-30s will kill the small ships. And the Plasma will weaken the big ones. And the only real big one I got is this thing... Beam Solomon. Oh yeah, the classic, covered in point defense, almost all flak. The opposing force doesn't really have much in the way of missiles. Yeah, just a few rockets. So this is going to be very dangerous. Very dangerous. And so this unfortunately is completely wasted. But it's a good idea to have that backup just in case. And we've got... We have a troll sprinter build with a bunch of Mark IIs and a gun on each sprinter team. A weird little frig blob. We've seen this ship before. Hybrid 2s, hybrid 3s, and then naked scout, and that's it. I suppose not everybody has watched every single video, so I should definitely go over that. Fighting voxel team, stock standard. Guns and then AMM's chaff in the rear. Just use your AMMs in manual mode. I know he's not going to, but if you do, you could get way more efficacy out of those. Or not. I guess it doesn't matter that much since their opposing force doesn't have that much. No way of missiles. It just bothers me. Because you really could be doing very high efficacy things. People choose to not. And I don't get it. I don't get it. They really optimized the hell out of this game. Which is nice. It's running so smoothly. It's not even bothering my GPU, not in the slightest. Okay, scout capped boxer, and it's just gonna stay there? That's a little risky. Why? Why would you fire decoys behind you? This has to be a misclick. He probably tried to fire him forward and then flew forward of with the like target point for those missiles, and so they wound up getting fired behind. Whoops.
The enemy is securing zone.
I saw that. I saw that. I saw that mistake. It was witnessed. Firing a decoy toward Bravo is a good idea, but I don't think it's gonna matter that much. I don't know, it might eat some of these missiles from Disney's War Fund up here, from My Hands Are Bone. The dank. Why does it smell like something's burning?
The enemy is securing zone eclipse.
Maybe people above me are just cooking something and fucked it up. Because that's not an electrical fire smell. And there are no heat sources in my home right now. Other than that.
The enemy secured zone common.
I need to... This hasn't been happening. Most of the games we've been playing recently have been very intense right from the start, so I've been kind of like screwing around, or at first I screwed around at the start of the matches. Okay, this is just he's learned from his last decoy, Charlie Foxtrot, and is sending out searcher missiles to make sure that this is actually an enemy ship and not a decoy. That's a very good idea. He's of course going to scan that it is a decoy and not fire anything else. Good play and good counterplay by this guy. Cap Echo, what are y'all doing? It's right there. It's right there. Yeah, anyways, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by gameplay. The early videos I screwed around a lot in this lobby because the game was slow. I was reloading all his T-30s with, I don't know if it's AP or HE, probably HE since this is all, well, these are what's visible, so yeah, it's gotta be HE. We're about to get some combat. I guess I'm not gonna get this explanation off, that's fine. Or maybe we are. Yeah, anyways, I was really good at filling space because that was really common. I don't know if I was good at it, but I was able to do it. But lately, the past few games, it's been whack-a-doodle dandy on the openings with a lot of ANS and OSP missiles going out super early, although this time around, only My Hands Your Bones has brought a missile ship. Gunfire going on this. He's trying so hard to get these angles. But the problem with doing this with the T-30s is ship will struggle a lot to get the right angle. Well, this thing's getting shot at. It's not taking any damage. This hybrid's gonna land though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's still alive? I mean, it's still flying? And now we're back to floating around. Spamming jams on nothing, which is kind of fun.
The enemy is securing Zone Atlas.
Here it is. Here's the match. This is what Nebulous was before the OSP update. For a while, it was a lot of positional, strategic gaming. But things have just been going hard out of everyone lately. And even right after the OSP update dropped. The game actually slowed down right after the OSP update dropped because no one knew how to fucking fight each other. The OSP players didn't really know how to play the faction, and the ANS players didn't really know how to deal with the OSP. Things have sped up a lot and gotten kind of out of hand. It looks like, at least for this game, they're slowing down again. That's so much
The enemy
gaming.
is securing Zone Eclipse. The enemy
Unfortunately, it's
securing
actually
Zone
not
Atlas.
going to help that much because jamming ships that are casting jamming are usually lit up within the jam cone. I don't know how it works when you have 3 jam cones going down at once. There's also the small issue that these Ocellos can see those. And there are no hang-ups going down the field, so the jamming is going to be significantly less effective than it would otherwise be. Well, presumably these Ocellos don't have a very good picture unless they have lockup radars. They do, but they're not currently... No, this is firing. This is firing. That's what that is. Yeah. He's shooting off jamming at a target that he can't see. Jamming doesn't go through rocks, by the way. So that's useless. Hang-up jammers do. Normal jammers, red jammers don't. Yeah, turn that
The
off.
enemy secured Zone Eclipse.
Grabbed alpha. This thing's naked. We could actually kill it. Alright, here it is. Here's the battle we've all been waiting for. Man, whoa. Why? Okay, what the fuck? That is actually kind of wild. I was trying to dig around in cinematic mode. This thing has a rocket launcher on it. Okay. I totally missed that, and he completely annihilated that naked scout. Oh my god. I was trying to make a joke, but I was the one who got played there. If these Ocellos spot this voxel, he's dead. They can just fly up there and gun him down like it's nothing. I don't think they're gonna see him. Yeah, no way. I think guns are pointed down. No one looks up. Yeah, they're not gonna see him. Either that or they do see him and they think he's just an off-angle scout. And they don't want to waste their precious 450s on those. Actually, do these missiles have 450s? That's not the group. Yeah, it is. Yeah, 450s and 250s. Okay. This tug withering RPF fire from those fighting voxels. That's gonna deal with this rather quickly. That's so much firepower. On RPF shells going in as well. Oh, there are the missiles. Oh, did that miss? No, it just grazed the top. Not the cleanest of hits, but some important ones. Yeah, knocking the parallax out of commission, that's great. A large locker offline, that's also great. Oh boy. That voxel definitely has the attention of these ships now. Look at that big rock up there. I think that's just like a background thing, though. I don't think you can actually get behind this. Yeah. Kind of the big base rock as well. Like you can't actually get under this. Voxel, of course, completely fine. And these Acellos don't seem phased by that, and they're just going after these Voxels instead. Okay. Kind of weird. Also, some missiles were followed off of these guys. Looks like quite a few connects. Certainly aren't out of commission, but they're not having a good time. Why are y'all just sitting here? Turn, try to fire? I don't know. Is this guy AFK? He's got to be. These aren't moving at all. There are no thrusters engaged. Either the CIC got shot out, which I don't think is correct. Well, this is getting restored. I don't understand what's happening. But he's like not turning his guns to fire. He's just parked. Oh, a lot of missiles going into this. Yeah, that's dead. And another barrage going into this one. Holy shit. Also dead. Tug getting cooked off by RPF and HE fire. Surprising. Those usually don't cause that much in the way of crits. Man, these things got annihilated. Where's the OSP team? Why are they all AFK? This guy's not here, obviously. I mean, he's sort of here, but he's not actually playing the game. This guy... Where did he go? The Acello guy seemed to be AFK. Because he got missiled from above, and then he was just like, okay, and he just kept flying in the direction he was already flying in. Didn't switch targets. Yeah, his guns are still facing up. Didn't switch targets to shoot on these voxels. Got completely waxed by sprinters without countering them at all. What is going on? Oh, here go the T-30s. Right into their worst thing possible to shoot at, a Solomon. He's not having the teamwork they need. Monitors are trying to get up here, do something. Looks like these are going after their ships. I guess we'll come over here and watch these get annihilated. Oh, drive turned on. Player might be back. Yeah, he's back. Just in time to watch his ship get killed by hybrids. Fucking AFK in a multiplayer match. What is wrong with you? These things getting chewed up by those voxels. Either okay, this is something important to know. I know there's like things getting blown up there. Something I've been wanting to figure out is, do 100 mils work against voxels? Okay, the answer is no. There were a lot of hits on those, but most of those hits were deflections because of the angling. Yeah, this is the problem I was talking about in a previous video, and with someone who was kind enough to comment and discuss the merits of the 100 mils. That on paper they have enough armor pin to go through a voxel if they get good angling, and should be very strong against voxel, or go through a Axford if they have good angling, and should therefore be pretty good against voxels, but that's just not how it works on the ground. 100s suck against voxels that haven't been softened with plasma, and that's what I was pretty damn sure the answer was in the first place, and that's I think pretty good proof of that. I know it was just one volley, but that wasn't even like they didn't even do minor damage. They did no damage whatsoever. Solomon backing off against the plasma, which is understandable, because if the voxels can kill the T-30 ships, they've already killed one. Does it have a basic CIC in it? No, it had a Citadel, and it still got killed out. Damn. How? Did I miss missiles going into this? I had to have. Speaking of missing missiles. This spinner guy, I thought he was hard trolling, but it's playing pretty well. Some of those missiles circling back around to get hits on the backside. Pretty damn funny, actually. Oh, man. That is, in fact, a lot of damage. I need to find something new to say related to that. I've sort of been overusing it, but it's appropriate! It's a versatile phrase. Shit's on fire, yo. Yeah, don't, he's repairing his rocket launcher. Things are rough when you're repairing the rocket launcher. He just wants to be able to get out some fire as fast as possible, and that's a good way to get out damage fast. Unfortunately, rockets are going to be terrible against sprinters, which is presumably not aware. I mean, they'll probably be better than the 450 guns. This Voxel having an absolute blast up here, just raining hell upon his foolish opponents. Missiles going into this guy, but not landing. Just plasmas. Wow, look at the new plasma textures. Since these haven't roasted the thing, they just a little bit of battle scarring, a little bit of heat compared to when plasmas hit voxels or axfords. You get big black marks where they have crispied the armor. These plasmas have been rebalanced to be a little less punishing to people who aren't dodging. Which I think is a good change because it's kind of it's a micro game that was never intended to be there. Still shooting. This one certainly isn't. Yeah, and this one's not going to be shooting for long. Those bastions might cut it. Oh! And a miss. We're gonna get a third miss. Oh, no. Oh, and it came around and clunked it in the nose. Match is starting to slow down. 8S is up on caps. And I mean, this is pretty much toast. It's not that much of a threat, and the Solomon can anchor on Charlie. And this team is going to get mopped up by combined fire from the Solomon and the Voxels. I don't think his beams have fired that much. I mean, we've seen some damage come out. That's what ate this alive. Part of what ate that alive, I should say. But they haven't been going off too hard, which is understandable. This doesn't really want to fight that. That's kind of its hard counter. Well, it seems to be weathering the Plasma Storm quite nicely. Can it weather the rocket storm, though? Oh, yeah. Easy. No problem. Not even close. Look at all the deflections of those T-30s. Even the ones that are hitting are doing almost nothing. Yeah. That's very pretty.
The enemy is securing zone tag.
We're just gonna hang out here and watch this. Oh. Oh no. These are two very dangerous lasers. I want to see all of it. I want to see everything. Battle short him. Battle short your lasers. No, battle short him. You can deal so much more damage if you battle short me. Please. Okay, battle shorted one. But if he doesn't battle short, he's gonna get killed. Eventually this plasma will cut through his armor. Yeah, it's starting to right now, in fact. That's what this darker burns are, is the plasma completely roasting the armor. Which means the T-30s are gonna start getting through and gonna start doing damage. If you don't battle short, you're gonna lose that thing before it is able to cut your opponents to pieces. Battle short the beams! No, he's not gonna do it. That's unfortunate. That's what you really need to be doing, by the way, on beam ships, for all you beam players out there. It's battle shorting. Especially on ships that have really good repair teams. You will do so much more damage than relative to the damage you will take from battle shorting. You would mitigate potential damage by just killing your enemy to pieces faster than they can kill you. Also, just flying into this mess, guns a-blazing, is not a good idea. But he doesn't really have any other choice, frankly. Well, that's not true. They're up on caps. He could just chill back on Charlie and force them to fight up there. That's pretty much all that's happening, because these ships are dead. I guess this one's technically still alive, but... yeah, not expecting that much out of them. This fleet's kind of the last fleet left. And they're in a pretty bad way, especially with both voxels coming up. What is this firing on? Aha! Interesting choice, right in the middle of the fleet. Might be the rear turret that was doing that shot. Yeah. Probably the only thing you can nail on. And unfortunately, since he wasn't battle shorting, his guns have been destroyed quicker than they would have if he was battle shorting. Killing his stuff. Alright, I'll shut up about that. But it's important! It's important!
20 minutes remain.
Look at the teams go. Just look at them. See, and if he had stayed back here, this might have been a time where he could retreat around the rock, get to cover, get some repairs down the field. But that's not really going to happen, since he's got out just an open space. No really defensible area to go to. Some of these are real beat up. This does not have enough electricity to operate. Looks like that forward turret got brought back online. Battle short it, for the love of God! Nope. Which means it's going to fire off one shot from it, and since this is at the front, it's going to go down almost immediately. Complete waste of a restore. Could have been very useful if he battle shorted it. Annoys me when I can play ships better than other people. And I don't do this. I don't actually know how to play beam ships. High Score just talks about them from time to time. And so all the stuff I've learned about that is just from noticing it in the lurking in the Neb discussion channel and seeing it. So I don't know, maybe I can't, maybe I'm a complete dumbass and can significantly overestimating my abilities, but it seems like really basic. At this point, anyways. A lot of playing beam ships is strategy, tactical positioning. Taking the right fight, but that's kind of the whole game, to be fair. How did that damage the rear engine? That's so weird. Instead of any of the other compartments. But, oh, that's kind of bright. I think that might have roasted some of these. Oh, yeah. It's a little... No, it's not cooked at all. Are these going to withdraw? Because I don't have anywhere else to go. I'm going to start withdrawing if they don't... Oh, okay, he noticed. Yeah, you got a withdrawal warning and started boosting. There's so much plasma on this thing. And in the meantime, the ANS continues to creep ahead on the points. I know this battle's technically going on over here, but shit is some rockets out of the ANS team. Try to kill this tug. Look at that. I know you want to see the panel over here that tells you damage, but this thing's dying and there ain't nothing anyone can do about that. I just want to appreciate this. Alright, appreciation over. Nice. Just our AFK guy. Okay, he's not AFK anymore. He's burnt. How is this flying? How is this flying? I thought this was dead. Whack. Yeah, you pretty much ate the whole front end of that thing, but Solomons are really powerful when they're flying it. Look, 15,000 damage. 15,000 damage. If you'd fucking battle shorted your shit the whole time, you could have had, like, triple the fire time. And at least double the damage. Probably more. You would have lost all your guns. But so what? You would have lost them eventually anyways. I would have loved to have like a 30k or 35k Solomon thumbnail. Just to at all the BB haters, since there are a lot of those lately. Pretty good showing from these sprinter teams. From this sprinter team. These sprinters. Pretty good showing. It's those missiles that were doing the work, not the guns, funnily enough. Because they missiled those line ships and just cut them to pieces. Man. There you go. He had some issues in one of the prior games where he's doing like 10k, which doesn't cut it on a ship like this. 22,000 though, very much does. Highly effective. And this fighting voxel team, yeah, together did just south of 30,000. Probably about 28.5, 29, somewhere in there. Looks like 29.6. Or 28.6. Hello. That's my cat. She shouldn't be too much louder than that. Wow. Now imagine how well this player might have done if he wasn't AFK and getting blown to shit by a voxel for, I don't know, 3-4 solid minutes. There's also Captain T30 over here. Which, surprise, surprise, didn't do that much damage because T30s are not that good. And you can't use them versus voxels. Guess I could go in the testing range and test it, but I don't really want to do that. It's also optimal conditions. And unfortunately in warfare you never get optimal conditions. This team fought well. Honestly, I think they would have done better if instead of retreating from the Solomon, they got up in his face and just surrounded him. And that, because that would have removed the strength of the bow tanking. Because after these modules went down, the T-30s, even though this was all plasmid, the T-30 fire coming into the nose had to penetrate through so much stuff, even empty compartments, that not very much damage was happening to the midsection. So if these would have pushed forward, got up on them, and just wolf packed them, they could have punched out the reactors. They could have punched out all the guns. Could have been very effective. Aggressive play is life, but that's not what happened. So that's not the story that that will be told. I think that's the end of the AAR. Great game, real great game. And we got some really pretty cinematic shots too. Maybe I can use one of those as a thumbnail. I don't know. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next time.